I have thank God for magic.
I did not know that bards were wizards.
Bards are not wizards.
No, we're essentially the same right now. He has more spells than I do.
I know I can use more spell. No, I have access to more spells at any given time, but I don't have more spells than you. Comprehend language, first level.
You have comprehend languages?
Yeah, first level spell.
No, but you have it learned?
Yeah, I have it. Well, because bards have access to all their spells, though. They're like sorcerers. They have a limited.
No. You have to look at your spells known to see which of those lists you have. Bards only have like 2 or 3 spells they know at any one time per level.
He's definitely casted more than 2 or 3 spells.
Oh yeah, I definitely casted more than 2 or.
Like
Let me check.
Like a whole bunch of different
A
spells.
lot of spells. Whole lot of spells.
That's what I was saying. Like, he has more than I do, if that's how it works.
He can cast any spell he knows without preparing it ahead of time. Yeah, spells. A bard can cast arcane spell that draws upon the bard spell.
Look at page 28. Look at page 28 and the bard spells known list. That's the number of spells that you know per level. You get to choose them, and then you can cast those spontaneously. You don't have to choose a slot for them. So at 3rd level, you will know 3 first level spells.
Okay, so it's a number of known spells.
Right, you can choose any of them to cast with your castings, but you only have that many.
Oh, I'll pick my spells later then. I'll just use the cipher script then. Jack of all trades.
That's the same with clerics, right? Where you get spontaneous.
You can spontaneous cast healing. Every other spell you have to choose.
Okay, yeah, only healing spells. Okay.
Yeah, you pick all of your spells, and then when you need a heal spell, you pick which of the spells you're going to lose, and instead cast a heal spell.
Gotcha.
So that way you don't feel like you have to pick heal spells. You can only pick, like, I want to prepare these things to be.
Yeah, no, I only got 2.
I picked all my spells.
5. No, I got 5 for Decipher Script. No, I don't think I know what it is.
Yeah, so there are lots of spells that you probably couldn't have cast, and did, but that's okay. We are here now.
Are you asking me if 2 passes? No. It is better than a 1. It is not good.
5. I got 5. Do I at least know what language it is?
With a 5?
Yeah.
Nope.
Just, no can do.
You can guess. No.
Well, I have a couple of languages. I have like 4, 5.
What languages do you have?
What did I choose? Well, I have 4 bonus language because of human.
Do I see them trying to read this thing?
I don't know.
I've been passing the paper around everywhere, so
Okay.
you will be
I'm
more than
sending
likely
this to
glad to read it. Yeah, so you can definitely look at it.
So I put my hand out, and I say I'll look at it. Actually, let me not do that yet, because I might get comprehend languages, so let me just see if I get that when I'm leveling. But I'll take it next to look at it, so Ark, you can tell us what happens next while...
Shoot, I'll pick my languages now because I don't think I have written down.
If Decipher Script will help me read it, I can roll that. So I'll roll that first. That's a 50. Can I decipher what it is?
Nope.
Well, I'm gonna see if I get comprehend.
Okay.
So common, inferno, draconic.
I speak Draconic. It's probably Orcish.
Celestial.
So I lean to Sherry and let him know something that's bothering me.
Dwarf.
If I'm whispering to him, do I pull him into sidebar or do I just say it out loud?
It's probably fine to say it out loud here.
Okay. Because my character doesn't want other people to know. So that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So anyway, he whispers that these orcs don't seem to worship Groomsh.
Well, that seems a little strange. I don't know much about the different religions of the orcs, but that seems to be the only one I know them worshipping. What is it they're doing then?
That's just it. They tend to only worship Groomsh, as far as I know. So they worship. I don't even know if they worship, but they seem to have been in the surface. At least the Warcaster. He had a symbol of Cyric.
That's the Mad God, so I'm assuming that something similar at least. It's still about, murder and killing and being an orc. The,
True.
the tall folk version of it?
But if he can get the influence of orcs, just what stops him from getting the influence of others around here?
I wouldn't know. I don't know what inspires most of the other races to be, existing. But it is definitely concerning. Something we should look for.
So we may have a lot ahead of us. Then I'll sit back down and mull over my notes.
And I will be sitting back down and mulling over my potato.
Potato.
Sorry, I'm trying to technical issue. Okay. So none of you guys can read that parchment. Yeah.
What?
Correct.
So everyone's ready to continue the journey.
So, for anyone who knows, a level 3 wizard, it says 4, 2, 1. So basically I just get 1 second level spell per day.
Base, and then your intelligence modifier, which will be a +1 to that. So you get 2.
Okay, but my first and 0 levels stay the same.
Hi.
Sexy. Thanks.
Is everybody ready?
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, my sheet did not take very long to adjust because I am a fighter.
Okay.
So we're fully rested?
Yep.
Right, okay. Let me do my HP and stuff.
All right.
Wait, did we take a long rest or?
You can take a rest as long as you want.
Okay, so we're fully healed.
Okay.
Resting in this one does not heal you.
Resting.
It-
Yeah, you get hit points for resting.
Yeah, you don't get like full hit points though. It's just
No, it's
whatever you have left.
You can also make heal checks to improve the hit point gain. All right, while you guys do your character sheets, do you want to progress on?
Yeah, we can go ahead and say that we just get back in the cart and move on.
Yeah.
Because I don't think anybody here is wanting to like stick around and investigate or anything.
No, like RP wise, yeah, I'm ready to move on. Character sheet wise, I'm not, just because. So you can carry the story along, but if like I need to roll a spot check. I need to, know if I have more ranks in spot. That's about it.
Cool. That was chapter 1, the journey. Chapter 2, Iriaborn. Everyone's back. Illyria's here. Cool. After a harrowing experience facing off, scratchings on a piece of parchment are the only clues you have to go on. Your journey thereafter is fortunately less eventful. As your wagon steers north through the fields of grass, the craggy peaks of the Troll Mountains grant shade in the morning that melts into sweltering heat during the midday. At last, after 2 10-days' journey, you finally come to the river Chontha. You cross a large bridge made of wood and stone. The bridge stands tall enough to permit boats to pass underneath, and the signpost at the crossing indicates that Iriabor is on the other side. Iriabor is a hamlet nestled on a fork in Chontha, but sparse are the farms to be found outside the city walls, which is strange for a township with so much available farmland. As you move through the open city gates, no guard or watchman to challenge, what greets you is the sound of angered shouting coming from up the street. The crowd chants, "Burn it, burn it." What are you guys doing?
I missed the part right before burn it, burn it. What are they chanting about?
We don't know. We're just
What?
hearing the chanting.
It's a mystery.
Right, okay.
They're explaining it to you. Just burn it, burn it.
So we're in the city. Okay. Area of war.
City's a strong word. It's a town.
Town.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I suppose we better go and check out to see what's going on over here.
Harold will leave you there. He has another run to make. So if you're done with him, he'll be heading back to Nytherbane.
My Steam just crashed, so give me a second. I'm sorry.
No worries.
Thank you very much for the trip, Harold. I do hope your next one is safer.
Seems very glad to get away from.
So it's been at least a day, right?
Since you rested, it's been 2 10-days.
Okay, so I got my lay on hands back then.
Yeah, it's been literally 19 days since the
Oh.
Orcish encounter.
Can we look at what they are calling to be burned?
That is what I'm suggesting we do, is walk up to investigate it.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I was leveling up.
Is everybody going up to see what's going on?
Sure.
I
Yeah.
certainly am.
Okay.
Yep.
You approach the center of town, see a rabble of townsfolk, fists and voices raised in discordant protest. Their anger seems targeted at a man, black hair, that they have bound and are holding fast. 3 sharp knocks draw your attention to the balcony of a large manor, where a man wearing garments of station stands. Good people of Iriabor, hear me. This man is not the source of your hardships. He is naught but a wretched fool down on his luck. The mob still chants for him to be burned. Are you guys going to do anything?
Oh boy, the last time I was in this situation, a bunch of kids died.
I'm going to nudge one of my companions, Porthos. I'm going to nudge Porthos and be like, maybe we should ask the citizens why they wish to burn him.
Yeah, sounds good. I'll tap the nearest guy on the shoulder. Hey, why y'all burning this dude?
Why did it's happening?
We're getting the village loaded.
Hang on.
I'm trying to get back in, guys. I'm sorry.
It's a little bit obvious. Sure.
Yeah, Steam crashed and didn't update on me. I might not be able to see the session if my Steam is updated and you guys don't have yours updated.
Somebody can stream for you. Can see what they see. And just
Hold on a moment, I'm trying.
I got a fix for it. Don't worry. She's gonna keep trying, but if it's messed up, I can fix it.
okay,
I'm streaming.
cool. I need a sidebar.
With who? Me? It's a cool looking village, man.
You took a sidebar with Sesame.
Yeah,
This is a pretty cool looking village, dude.
built this shit. It's nice.
I think that's what wasn't loading is the floor. Because this definitely doesn't look like the floor he would put here.
All right, when the town turns against us, we're gonna hijack this ship and just sail on out of here.
When?
Yeah, when the town turns on us.
Well, I think I've got this thing mapped out pretty well. What's going to happen? We're going to talk to him. We're going to figure out the basic part of the problem. Then Lance is going to give a speech about Heronius, and then we will be fighting the townsfolk.
Yeah, probably.
What's our main mission?
I mean, I
Because I missed the game. Like
Remember we're looking for
why
Lance.
are we? Yeah, but what's current mission? What he wants from us?
I don't know.
I think the mage just wanted us to go to the town, and he was gonna meet us here.
I think he said something about going to Erebor, but I don't know.
Okay. And what's the mage's name?
Therazan.
Okay. And who is that other dude who didn't want to ride in front of the wagon?
Oh, he's gone. He's
The coachman.
Okay.
He's gone.
Yeah, he left. He had a job to do. Did it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this ship has cannons.
He also
Oh,
took
this,
an arrow for us, so he was not happy.
I'll take an arrow for you, man.
No, he's a civilian. You can't
There
take
was
an arrow.
one important part of the story that Lance had failed to mention in his recounting. He got axed. Like,
Oh.
to the point where he thought he was very heroic, doing his death pose, but really he was just face down in the dirt with his butt standing up. So,
Yeah, he had a dream about what he was doing when he was dying, but he was really just like face down. So like he was
That's cute.
describing like what he was doing, and Ark is like, nope, you
It's
are.
not your reality.
Yeah, that's not what's happening, but you could be dreaming it. I ordered food today from a Trini place.
I'll be back in a second.
So happy I got like my local soda. It's good stuff.
It's not. I still like the sorrel. Those like sweet ass. Is that what that's called?
Sorrel is the red one. Yeah,
Red one. Yeah. Oh.
it's a Christmas drink. We had sorrel
Oh.
trees at home, so we used to have lots of sorrel all the time. Like frozen and shit, like gallons of it. We'd be pulling out sorrel in summertime and just throwing it out and drinking it.
Mm.
My mom used to make like the ice tray lollies out of that.
Mm-hmm.
It was good shit.
Ooh, I can see in the dark. That's
Wait,
cool.
I forgot who is who. Portis is Virtus, right? Lance is who? Who?
Shannis.
Oh, Shan's okay. Sherry is Shiri.
Sashir is Carrie. I'm Arrhenius. You are Aaron or...
Yeah, that part I remember. Who is
um,
Harold?
he's
Oh,
the
it's
card man.
He's the guy that's left, so he doesn't really
okay.
matter here anymore.
Poor guy took an arrow. And
There's a dog here.
What was his?
Yeah, that's the Shear's pet animal companion. And he also has a warhorse.
Yeah. He was apparently very poor, and then he got a whole bunch of money, and he was like, "Yep, I'm buying a horse." And a
Okay,
dog.
so Lance grows potatoes and Sherry eats potatoes. Okay.
It was a very good combination.
hmm
Potato. Man, now I want some potatoes.
And do we have new people? How do they enter this campaign? Are we
We
going
don't
to
know
meet
just
them?
yet.
We're gonna have
Okay.
to meet him. I imagine Sesame to be an interesting character to meet.
Nah, man, I'm just me.
All right, so Porthos nudges a person. If I can get this.
I'm excited not to have -4 to diplomacy this campaign.
Oh yeah, you can talk now.
Harold's out.
I was able to get back in.
Yay. That's awesome.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Use the back. Have him. That's cool. So Porthos nudges a guy and asks him what?
Hey, why y'all burning this dude? What'd he do?
Roll me gather information.
One second, looking up on my character sheet. Where are some dice at?
Oh, my bad.
I see them.
They're dicey.
That's a 6.
Total.
Yeah.
Wordus has inherited my curse.
That's fine, actually. So the guy looks you up and down, obviously not recognizing you. He says, "We're gonna burn him. We're gonna burn him because he's a witch."
Was there like a trial of some kind before all this started, or what?
He laughs at you. Trial for witch. Ha!
Oh boy.
Goes back to shouting, "Burn him, burn him." Sorry, they don't say burn him. They say burn it. Burn.
Oh, I thought it was burn it.
Yep, that's what it is.
So burn the witch.
Mm-hmm.
I think Porthos is gonna try to make his way towards the dude on the stake.
Oh, he's not on a stake. He is surrounded by some fairly large-looking men. His hands are bound behind him, and they're holding him basically like demanding justice from the
You keep
gentleman.
cutting in and out really bad.
Am I?
I'm hearing him pretty clear.
Yeah, I'm hearing
Not
it
for
now,
me.
so.
Let me see if something's going on with my computer.
Am I still coming through? Hello, hello.
Yep.
Yes.
I hear you.
Yeah, I can,
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Okay.
Oh,
Can I
right.
roll
Uh,
knowledge, history, or religion to find
I
out
have
what I know about
comprehend
this town?
language now.
Janice
So I have a comprehend language. What does that bloody thing say?
Okay.
You could
Let's
just
do that in a second. Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll do that in a
you-
second. Let's.
Because
Plus, I have the scroll.
What was the last thing said? Porthos?
Oh, I'm gonna start like nudging my way through the crowd, like not really forcefully, but like firmly, like heading towards the dude.
Which dude? The witch?
The witch guy.
Okay. So you're pushing your way through?
Yeah.
What are you wearing?
Banded mail, and I don't have my great sword. Like, I'm not brandishing my great sword, but I have it unscabbarded, and I'm holding the blade in my hand, not threateningly, but it's there.
Okay.
Can I roll knowledge, history, or religion to see if I know anything about this place?
Am I allowed to interact with anything yet?
You can interact with the crowd. You can interact with your father. You can interact with anybody, actually. Anything, sure.
Okay, can you pull me into another channel really quick?
Sure. So
I rolled 3 times. Now 5 twice.
I'm sorry, I was AFK for a second. Did anybody say anything?
Porthos started a war.
Well, what happened?
Oh, yeah,
Porthos
we got
is pushing his way into the crowd.
He used diplomacy.
Okay, but nothing's been described as to the reaction yet.
All right, I got a plan. We hijack the ship, and this becomes a pirate campaign from here on in.
Well, I mean, you're the one that like stands to suffer the most from that.
Well, yeah, I renounce Lathander, and I become a pirate. That's how the campaign goes from now on.
Just FYI, he has a story planned. So if we get on a ship and do something else, he's just.
This is a joke, Czar. I wasn't being serious.
No, I know. I'm just gonna say he's gonna be like, okay, campaign's over, and that's it. Can't do like random shit, unfortunately.
Oh, random shit is great as long as it's not, completely diverging from the party.
Hey,
Hey,
Kari.
Hey!
how's it going?
How you feeling?
Doing all right. How you feeling, man?
I'm alright. A little bit better. Just had to get that out of my system.
That is fair.
We're level 3 now.
Oh shit.
Okay. So, my character, who is standing next to the mayor on the balcony, steps forward. She is a smartly dressed young woman. She has black hair, fair skin, and light blue eyes. She addresses the crowd. And you can see that she's an elf. So this girl, she steps forward, and she addresses the crowd. My good people, I can see that you're all angry. I can see that you're all contemptuous of the fact that the Trident has failed us time and again to deliver the shipments that are promised to us. Everybody is hungry. Everybody has been going without. But look at this poor wretch before you that is standing upon the ground. A poor homeless soul that has been part of our town for God's know when. He too has fallen on hard times. Look at to your left and look at to your right. Look at the brothers and sisters next to you. Everybody is hungry and everybody is starving. But to turn against each other in this time right now, that would be ludicrous. That would be turning against the very people who have stuck their hand out for you when you have been in times of need. Would you really damn this poor soul before you because you're hungry and you're frustrated? Myself and my father have been working with the political officials that are coming to investigate why the shipments from the Trident haven't been reaching us. We are getting ready to open up our own doors if it is necessary to feed the people of this town. But why would you condemn one of your own? Look at him. He's pathetic. He's just a homeless man trying to get by. He doesn't deserve your ire and your scorn. Should I roll a bluff? Or not bluff, but a charm roll?
Diplomacy.
Diplomacy. I don't know. Let me look at my sheet.
Yeah, then you guys are
Nice
just
timing.
nodding along like, yep. Yep, they should kill him.
Okay. You're a nice guy to have around.
Okay, d20 plus 4.
You get. Well, it's as the lady said. I done nothing.
How do I
Wait,
pull dice
that
out of its
arc?
bag?
That was perfect.
That wasn't.
How do I
that
pull?
was success.
How do I pull dice out?
Purple. One right.
Just draw it, like literally move.
You can spawn
But
more.
while Poultice is moving up, I'll be moving up as well. But instead of forcing my way in, I'm small in stature. I'll just be letting the crowd push me towards the front.
Nat 20.
I got a nat 20
Nice.
plus 4, so 24.
Oh, it's as the lady said. I done nothing.
Okay, so the vast majority of the crowd stop chanting "Burn it." They begin to look around at each other like you've asked them to. They look a little more confused and less, less bloodthirsty. And then someone from the back yells out, "But he's not one of us! He's not even one of us! He's here. He's a spy. He's here to steal our food. He's part of the problem." And the chants start up again.
But
Your father hits the staff that he's holding. It's a large wooden staff. It's ornate. It's twisted, but it's clearly beautifully designed. And the top of it has a glass ball. He taps it again and says, "Good people of Iriabor, please listen to reason. If not me, if not my family, listen to Friar Decane." And he gestures towards a portly dwarf.
Aww.
Hey, Ark.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Can I roll to see who exactly it was that said that in the back of the?
Yeah, sure.
What would I roll for that?
spot check.
What?
You get a +2.
Okay.
$12.
12.
Yep. It's clearly a man based on the frame, but he's wearing a brown cloak with the hood pulled over his head, and he's slinking backward through the crowd.
He's slinking backward through the crowd.
Yep. He's trying not to be seen.
Oh, I see what he's doing too, right?
You can see he's
He's
facing
trying to slink
forward.
away.
Yeah, he's just
He's trying to slink away.
He's not trying to
Um,
get away. He's just trying to I guess, hide, be less visible or noticeable.
So suspicious as fuck.
I was trying to grab a croissant from
The Master Tindling is pointing at you. Just-
I'm gonna fumble with my word and ask how they know that this man or woman, is it a woman, man? That's
I'm very clearly a man, sir.
how do you know this man is a witch?
If you all see what I look like, look over at my portrait. I don't changed it.
Portrait.
Oh god.
Where is your
Which one's your
portrait?
portrait?
Over behind the house.
Hey, Art. While he's talking, my character is going to start slinking away to try and go and creep up on this person who's trying to get away.
Oh, that would be difficult to do. Actually, I don't know. Your character might try it because the crowd has died down to hear what Friar Decane is going to say.
She's using the distraction.
Okay.
I got a question.
Sees you.
Can I steal a croissant from off the table?
So move silently and hide.
You're going to be using, yeah.
I got a question. How much do we know?
No,
about
you don't
this?
combine the skills.
Just use one. And I'll tell you which one you need to use.
Yeah, you do your move silent roll first, and then your hide rolled after.
So, just use your hide. What do you
She
get?
got 14 on her move silent.
She doesn't need to move silently. He'll be distracted. Her father would be distracted by the. He's listening very attentively for what Friar Decane's going to say.
Yeah, the hide is a 13.
13.
Total?
May the stars.
I
Yes.
think so, yeah.
Hey, you get +4 because he's distracted, so that's 17. Oh no, he sees you. And he looks displeased, and he gestures you back.
She gives him puppy dog eyes and like holds a finger up to her mouth and like looks at the crowd like she's gesturing at the crowd with her eyes. Like she sees something suspicious and she's gonna go check it out.
Okay. He turns his gaze back to the friar.
Okay. So she's going and doing her creep thing. You guys take turns to do stuff because I've done enough.
Okay.
All right. I got a question. Like, how
sure.
much do we know about this city? Like, is it just a farming village or what?
I asked to roll knowledge and stuff, and I don't know.
How much do you know? You need knowledge local, I guess.
I got it.
Okay.
Same. So I'm gonna roll to
15. Because I'm jack of all trades.
My character turns towards the friars like, please, good friar, tell him I'm just a regular person. They're trying to say I'm a witch. I don't do nothing of the kind. I'm just down in my luck is all.
What is our roll
just
on his knowledge local? A 9? Okay. Shannis, you'll know that Erebor is part of a group of cities, a cooperative called the Trident. And they all are along the Chantar River. Well, it's 3 of them on the Chontar River. There are more, but those 3 form the trident. And
Okay.
they are Scornuble, Burdusk, and Iriabor. Those are the 3.
Alright.
Friar Decane, everyone is waiting for your wise words.
I bellow out, why do you think this man is a witch? Trying to speak on his behalf to try to rethink this whole thing. I'm very distracted. I am trying to get croissant and less attention. I'm really just not. I notice. Can I notice the sneaky? Like, can I?
You can roll a spot check.
Yeah, because if I can see her, I want to call her out. Like, if I notice her.
So, Sesam, on your sheet towards the bottom of those skills, there should be spot. And then right next to it,
I've got a 3 for the plus.
Yep, so
right?
roll and then roll a d20 and then add 3 to it.
So she's the mayor's daughter, and she noticed something, and she's going to go check it out. She's not a suspicious individual. That's in the.
Yeah, he's working with. You have an advantage on your hide, +4.
Okay.
Yeah, because everyone is distracted by what's going on. Well, should be distracted by what's going on, but he's rolling a spot, so he can beat it. He can see it.
19 plus 6. 25 for the hide. And then I'm going to roll for my move silently because I'm creeping to go check on this guy now.
The second hide check. Okay, when you're trying to go again. Okay, it's your father's story. Gotcha.
Yeah, he. Yep.
What's your roll, Jimmy?
22.
No. You
Rest of 19 plus 3.
What brings you here?
Wait, Sesam, are you trying to spot her, or are you
Good
trying to
luck,
spot the
friend.
suspicious dude?
Oh, I was trying to spot her because
Yeah, then you
trying to like she starts sneaking, and I want to see whether or not I can like notice it because I'm looking around at everything. I'm just trying to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Nope, you lost track.
25, 18.
Ashafela.
Okay.
Yep.
Those
The
are my
move
two.
sound is not necessary just because there's enough chatter going on that it's unlikely someone will hear you.
Can I-
walking. Yeah.
Alright, so she's going to go do her creep thing.
So yeah, so you ask, why is this man a witch? You get a couple voices from the crowd. One's an elderly gentleman saying, basically, he's a vagrant, and all vagrants are suspicious. A woman cries out, I've seen him using magic. Somebody else is insinuating that he's new here. Lots of little reasons.
Well,
People are just calling
I'm
out.
not new
why he's the
here.
bad
I've
guy.
lived in this town my whole life. I used to work in the magic shop.
Well, I don't know you. You hear somebody yell out, and a head of lettuce hits you.
Ow!
It's a waste of good lettuce.
It's okay. It was rotten anyway.
You.
Has anyone stopped Porthos from moving forward?
No, nobody. You push past people. You're wearing a lot more armor than they are. They look at you suspiciously, but they don't assume that you're like. No one's gonna pick a fight with you right now. Put it that way. They're focused on the witch.
I think I'll move up beside the vagrant, and I'll say, hey, look, people. If this man's really a witch, surely he should be judged by agents of the church, shouldn't he?
They mumble loudly. They're here to see a witch burn, so you're gonna have to roll diplomacy.
Where's the D20 at?
Where's the robed creepy dude at?
My sheet
Where is
got
he?
seriously fucked up.
Why?
Like my
happened?
skills page just like disappeared. All the text is gone. What the fuck happened?
Eleanor asks, loudly. Who is in charge of this execution?
Oh, I got a 25 on my diplomacy check.
Damn. Impressive. If you call out who's in charge of the execution,
Mm-hmm.
roll gather information for me.
It's 8 plus. It's 9.
Nobody seems to be paying attention to your request. Do you ask somebody specifically, or you just shout it out, right?
Is there we have barrels nearby. Like, where is that guy? Like, where is everything happening? Like, where is the action happening
This is
right
not
now?
literally the city, but imagine there's a balcony up here on this house,
Okay.
and there's a mob formed all around here. He's being held like where Porthos is. There are a bunch of guys around him.
So
Okay, I shoot an arrow
You shoot an arrow.
in the air to attract attention. Well, I was about to shoot in those barrels. Well, I shoot it at some object that will attract attention.
do I see this?
And
Do you see it?
Yeah. Do I see like Ariana trying to shoot a arrow?
I'm
Please
pretty sure
tell
you
me I
would.
see.
But you can roll a spot to see how terrible you are. DC 5.
8.
Okay, yeah, you see her.
I put my hand on his shoulder. I say, even-mindedness is a great virtue. Let us not throw fire to this bundle of sticks.
but I'm getting bored with this scene. I just want to get this guy out of here. That's it.
How do you know he's not a
I
witch?
don't like all this talky. I don't believe in witches.
Here, let me go show support to my brother Porthos. I run up there and I shout. Well, I go up to my brother Porthos, elbow
That's
my
gonna
way
take
up to
you.
him.
But on your
Okay.
way up to him,
I think you're going the
People
wrong
started-
way. Porthos is back here.
Oh, what?
people have started rumbling based on what Porthos said and his 25 diplomacy. And now they're chanting, Friar, 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 Friar.
Did I make it to the robed figure?
You make it to where the robed figure was.
Okay. I'm gonna look around for him again then.
Okay. So you're going to do a search.
Yes.
Okay. They're chanting for you. Friar Decane. You're the only clergy in town. He said, leave it up to the church.
Okay, yeah. So if they're leaving it to me, then I would just say that he needs a
Oh, we got a 6.
he is a man of God until proven otherwise. He needs a
Oh, well, right, yeah. Which
and I'll go up to him and I'll slap him on the back and I'll just start like walking him through.
I smell terrible. I'm a homeless man.
Just saying,
Mark, I got a
As soon as
6.
you walk up, you actually
in
walk up
these
to
dark times, we must find kindness.
Well, appreciate your kindness, good friar. What god do you worship?
Oh, you would know this. He's carrying it pretty bold. on his chest.
Lathandor
Lathander.
or Palo or whoever, whichever
No,
one it is.
Wrong universe. Lathander.
Okay, so Lathander.
Oh, you definitely have Lathander's favor, good sir. Thank you. I appreciate you getting me out of the situation, yeah. I
The
swear I
people
didn't
seem-
do nothing.
Very reluctant to let you go. But gradually the outer ring of the crowd starts to disperse. grumbling, mumbling. Where are you taking him?
Just kind of away towards. Is there like an alley or something around?
An alley? Yeah, okay, sure.
I'm
yeah.
just trying to like get him out of there. I'm blessing people and stealing croissant.
What's your alignment? You're
What do you
blessing
mean?
People. What's your alignment on your character sheet?
I think he was chaotic good.
Yes.
Also, Arc, and
Yeah.
initially I got a 6, and then I did another search, and I got a 9.
19. You can't find this hooded figure anywhere.
God damn.
And people are starting to walk away.
Okay, good.
Well, I'll just be walking over towards the dwarf with the homeless man, because they're the closest people that seem to be of any sort of prominence right now.
And Porthos, you're also right next to him when this this portly dwarf walks up, stretches up and pats him on the shoulder.
I'm in your debt, good friar. Whatever you need doing, you let me know. All right.
Oh, and Porthos, give
Okay,
me
a second.
give me a spot.
Spot.
Yep, it's a really low spot. Kind of like a notice check.
1 second.
Just as an FYI, as background stuff, Nellie is just going to go back up to her dad and murmur in his ear that there was a suspicious character who had said that the homeless guy was not from town, and then he just suddenly vanished. He was robed and everything, blah blah blah. So she's back on the balcony again. So I'll be right back. I'm going to go finish making.
I got a 14.
Okay, you notice that the guys standing near him, the big burly guy standing near him, under their robes, their cloak, they're wearing armor. And they start having a mini argument about what is the correct course of action to take. Should they be leaving this up to the church? Shouldn't the city watch be handling this?
I think Porthos will walk over and say, if y'all were the proper authorities, why were y'all like not trying to disperse the mob?
Where do you wear your holy symbol?
It's just around his neck. It's just hanging on his chest. It's a painted wooden sun.
Okay. So you asked them what?
If y'all are the town watch, why were you gonna let vigilante justice play out back there?
They basically ignore you unless you roll me a gather information check.
Uh, 23.
Okay. One of them looks over at you and says, "Bugger off, mate. Ain't got time for you." And the other one says, "Oh no. He's a follower of Lathander. What do you do with a witch where you come from?"
Usually we slit their throats.
Oh, we were gonna try and burn it.
Well, first we set up the pyre, but the throat slit is a mercy, but the crowd gets to watch the burning. But we're a little more merciful.
Is this within earshot of me?
Yeah, you're walking away with the dwarf right now.
Oh, good father, get me away before they cut my throat.
Yeah. The guard you're talking to seems to have making a mental note of what you're saying.
But y'all weren't gonna do a trial or nothing.
How would you try a witch?
I'd take them before the spires of the morning Lord. I'd let the church elders look them over, and they'd cast their judgment on them.
Well, that's what we did.
Shit!
Friar
Let's go.
King just came through and said he was innocent.
Oh, okay. We're all good then. Sorry for disturbing you, gentlemen. Y'all have a nice day. Walk in the light, and Porthos will turn around and walk off.
Okay, the crowd has greatly dispersed at this point. It's really just you guys with these like 4 or 5 city guards just standing around arguing for a minute. Then they're gonna start walking back to the gate.
Ooh, can I?
Actually-
Hey, sorry. Can I cast something?
Yeah.
Sure.
I have this thing called Calm Emotions.
That would have been
It's-
really good like a little while ago.
I
Yeah.
just. Oh.
Emotions are already calm now. It would have been
Yep.
great though.
He did it
Well, because I'm trying to shuffle out of here, but I think you guys are gonna like try to stop me. I guess, but
Sense the direction.
They don't seem to be. They seem to be letting you just walk off with this guy who's, mind you, still bound. His hands are still tied.
yeah, I kind of just want to take him to a corner and just whip out a couple croissants I got under my robe, give him one.
Oh, thank you. Good for I can't use my hands.
No, I just like shove it in your mouth. Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much, good sir. This is the best food I've eaten in a
I need a sidebar.
So
with,
can I know why he's? Because I'm here, right? Can I know why he's
why-
like as
you would-
like I've been
you would
here
know
maybe
he's
a day or
confused.
so.
He. Wow, Eben. Goddamn! Just saw your post. Shit. Yeah, you would know basically from today that what he used to work at. Well, Evan, why don't you tell him where he used to work? And
Well, I used to work in this magic emporium, you see, and well, about 2, maybe 3 months back, the whole place burned down, and the master called and blamed me for the accident. But I swear I don't do nothing. And then ever since then, I've been living on the streets, kind of begging, get my way as best I can, and unfortunately, the townsfolk think I'm a witch, so they want to burn me up.
I'm just trying to think like something I know about why he's like you did something that made somebody think that you were a witch. The fuck did you do? You light something on fire.
I swear I didn't do anything. And I will now roll bluff. $21 on my bluff check. So if you want to see if I'm lying, you roll sense motive. So you roll your d20 and you add your sense motive score.
Lying about what?
Because you said I didn't do nothing. Are you sure that's what you said? Like you did something and something to make these people, and I just
I'm
said,
just. Oh, where's
I
our
swear I didn't do anything.
No, because I'm not accusing you. I'm trying to shuffle you out because I feel like I know that you're not.
I thought you were addressing me directly, not that you were talking.
No, sorry. I'm like just trying to see what I know about this town because I just.
That would be knowledge.
He said I
local.
was here.
Have knowledge local.
No.
Yeah, then you just don't even. Oh, bye spell.
Damn, I was thinking she was going to be the new Thwomp of this campaign.
She may still be.
We can hold out hope.
Let him out. I was curious. Like, I guess I don't. I've never played D&D, so I'm just trying to like go off you.
No, I'm not gonna
The
rush.
fucking.
No, you're
what
doing
do
fine.
Can I know why this guy is being persecuted? Like he did something, he lit something on fire, he did some shit to the town. Like who did he piss off? He pissed somebody off, but I don't know if I know this information or not.
So there's
What
two
would
ways
you
of getting
know?
that information system. Either you interact with the other characters and ask them questions, or you ask the GM if it's something that you just automatically know.
Gotcha. Okay.
And it is something you automatically. What's your wisdom?
Oh, hold on.
It's gonna be higher.
16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, he could be a witch, but you don't think he's a witch. Your character wouldn't think he's a witch. You'd quicker think that he's a scapegoat for the problem.
Okay.
Because there are basically two schools of thought here with the people in general. Talk to anyone if you live in the town. The two schools of thought are, yeah, he could actually be a witch. Or, he's a distraction. He's a venting point for our anger.
Okay.
His deserving to die is about 50-50. Yeah?
Sure.
Okay. What do you do? First of all, where's the first group? The group that rode in on the wagon.
I'll be slowly trying to follow along with the dwarf and the other person just to see what's going on with that. I'm curious
Yes.
about the situation.
Same.
I'm with my brother Porthos.
Are you guys trying to be stealthy, or are you being...
Oh no, I'm just walking along the street to try to figure out where they went.
Okay, so you're trailing the dwarf and the human.
Yes.
Yep,
Okay.
following them.
What's you're following as well? What's spell doing?
Spell had to leave.
Oh,
And Cariana disconnected, and he decided to go back.
yeah, he was. Okay.
And there's still somebody sneaky, right? Being a sneaky.
He sneakied off.
Don't see anybody. You're walking with this guy. Do you untie him?
I can't untie him. But I'm just trying to. I don't know. I'm not really. I don't like being involved at all. Like I'm just trying to get on through this town.
Okay. So you go to an alley to do what?
Yep. Go to the alley. Give him a biscuit.
You just put a biscuit in his mouth.
Yep. He's been choking on a dick for a while, so he's fine. He's.
You take very good. Thank you very much.
Okay. The rest of you round the corner, and
Yeah, I feel like. Yeah, they.
I'm back.
welcome back. The rest of you guys round the corner, and you see the black-haired guy still bound with he looks like he's choking on a biscuit, and Friar standing next to him, not choking on a biscuit.
Hello, excuse me.
Oh. Hello.
Yes, good day to you. You are the Friar? Duquesne, was it?
Yes. So I feel like I drop a bunch of things on the floor real quick because I'm really nervous. I see the big. Is there a big guy with you? Porthos? Is he a big guy?
The guy talking to you is the opposite of a big guy. He's a halfling.
He's shorter than you.
Lol.
Okay. So I'm talking to a halfling.
I'm a halfling, I have a chain shirt on, and a little sword, and there's a shield on my back, but doesn't look very intimidating.
Not let it fool you.
Sword is not like drawn, right?
No, it's just in the scabbard at my side. I'm not trying to fight.
I turn around so that I put my back to the halfling, and like, sorry, turn around, sorry, showing my back, and like I'm kind of moving my hands behind my back, kind of like indicating, like, untie me, please.
Porthos will draw his pocket knife and he'll cut the ropes.
So, Ark, you got anything for me?
1 second. Yep.
So the large armored guy is with the halfling.
Hello.
Now he is.
The what? The armored guy?
All right, so Sesame, like, let's say you're this orange die because he hasn't given us the thing yet, and I am the 6-sided die over here.
Okay.
And I go to the halfling and I'm like, kind of showing him my hands because they're still tied. And then this guy, which is a big, huge armored guy, wearing a symbol of the same god you worship, walks up and pulls out the
I
pocket.
don't like that. I become very nervous all of a sudden. I drop a bunch of shit on the floor, and I'm trying to go away. Like if I was the orange motherfucker, I'm trying to run out of.
Wait, where are you going, sir?
I've forgotten that I left the oven on. I don't know, some bullshit about burning.
So, somebody cuts me free.
Yeah.
I take
Somebody
the.
cuts you?
I take the. Yeah, they cut the ropes, not me.
Oh,
They cut me free, not they cut me. I'm free. Take the biscuit out of my mouth, and I pocket it. Oh, thank you very much, good sir. Those ropes were beginning to chafe. Good friar, where are you going?
grumble. Gotta save my house from save my room from catching.
He's trying
But,
to run.
Yeah, I toddle on after him.
I say out loud.
Well,
Oh,
we're
I
just
mean,
curious about what's going on here.
Those people wanted to kill me. I'm in your debt, good sir. Let me know what it is that I can do to repay you.
Well, I try to explain to you real quick in like hushed tones that I don't really get along well with the other members of my order. Like,
Oh,
kind of a vagabond holy man that has kind of gotten in trouble one too many.
I see, sir. Well, well, he doesn't seem too threatening yet, but if you need me to be in the way so that you can run, I'll do that for you.
Can we hear this? Listen check.
Ark is in another channel, but yeah.
Oh shit, he ain't here.
Oh, he should.
I gotta turn on the sounds. I can't hear this thing like when people.
Hearing all this, otherwise it makes no sense.
I was having a good time just role playing.
Yeah, I'm just curious to see what's going on with this whole town. It sounds like there's some sort of shipment shortages going on.
Ah, there is some witchcraft. There is something dark about. Yes.
God.
People have a funny way of acting when they're hungry, and everyone's really hungry.
It's more of the fear.
What? Because they're
Well-
hungry.
It does seem like something should be done about investigating these food shortages. If shipments are going missing, then they have to end up somewhere.
Well, for clear my name, I'm willing to do anything, really. I've just been living on the streets, begging.
Well, that is a difficult life, but I am pleased that you were not executed for something that you clearly did not do. But I've seen what witches can do, so I can understand some fear of it.
I swear, good sir, I am no witch.
No, of course not. It's not you. Something else.
Why is this Fry in such a hurry to leave?
I'm not anymore. I don't know. I noticed something in the halfling, some kindness that I appreciated just for a moment, and I could see that the escapee was still, he's still with me, pestering me.
Yeah, but my character doesn't know that.
Hmm.
He just saw you try to break off. So I'm just like,
Yep, but he stopped. He's the orange.
Well, I suppose I should introduce myself. We came here on the request of a man named Thorazan. He's a skilled wizard. My name is Shari Thongage. I'm just one of the little hinfolk that's, here to seek out what I can do to help.
Well, my name's Basil. Basil's Thane, son. Got any coin?
How much you need?
Just a few copper for food, sir.
I'll give you a silver.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you kindly.
I'm not gonna regret helping you, am I? You're not like a cult or worshiper of Asmodeus or something, are you?
No, sir, I'll follow buck up.
Is it like a local thieves guild or bandits or pirates or anything plaguing this town?
Not to my knowledge, sir. I'm not a thief. I'm just a beggar.
I thought you said you lived here for years and years.
Yeah, but I don't know about any sort of criminal organization, if that's what you're implying. I mean, this is just a quiet town. It's just been very hard lately with the shipments not coming through down the river.
But
What did I
brother.
miss?
Oh.
Sesame tried to sneak off the halfling and the paladin, Porthos, came over and they cut me free. So I was able to pocket the biscuit. And then the friar decided that the halfling was kind, so they started talking. And then they asked me, if there's a local thieves guild, and I was like, I don't know anything about no organized crime. But they're, times are hard. Look, that's not like that, but I'm paraphrasing. And then time. And just tell them because times are hard because a lot of the shipments aren't coming down the river.
Porthos, you would see, and Decane. You guys would notice each other's holy symbols.
Oh yeah, so like I don't get along with
The two of you.
other people of my order.
Always nice to meet another
Okay.
follower of the light.
Makes me very uncomfortable.
To meet other people who follow Lathander, your god.
Yeah, I feel like I've had some shady shit that I've been caught up in. Like I'm kind of a...
so both of you follow the same god.
Yes, they both worship Lathander.
But he thinks he's a bad guy in the eyes of that religion for some reason.
Nope. You're
Um,
misreading the situation.
Says so.
No, Sesame doesn't like the organizational something of the religion, is my guess. Is that what you're saying?
I've done some shady shit. Like I feel like I shouldn't. Like I've tampered in other...
Oh, okay. So clerics will know. So if you've done something that's out of alignment with your god, you will not get spells. Yeah. Your god grants you your spells.
So you can't be like a renegade worshiper of this religion because you just be.
You can be a renegade. That's fine.
You
As long as it's not
you
like
can't
a-
go against the church's doctrine as long as it's not
Yes.
against the god's doctrine. So
I thought that he
you
was
think
going to
that
be
you-
following. I thought that he was following Oldiamara.
No, he
He went
changed
with
it.
he went with Palor
Okay.
and
Lathander.
it's Lathander.
The
This
Thunder.
Okay.
And actually,
Mm.
you have to change Oldemar, because Oldemar is also Greyhawk to whatever the god of thieves is for this world. It's something that came
Oh.
up. There's an equivalent, it just has a different name.
Okay.
So do I notice? So I notice he's a reader's man, obviously. So I walk over to the two of them and
not a man, he's a dwarf.
to the halfling and the dwarf. No, not the halfling. Who's he talking to? Porthos, paladin. I show them the symbol of Cyric. Ask if they
Okay.
know anything about it.
Knowledge religion checks. Go.
So yeah, I walk up and say, "You both seem to know this guy."
Yes. Cyric, right?
Yes.
Porthos
Script.
and hang on, Porthos and Sevast. Knowledge religion checks.
19.
Okay.
So I have to roll a 20 plus whatever the hell I got here, even though.
Plus your int, I think always.
No, your knowledge religion.
Yeah. How many ranks you put in it?
So 9 plus 2 is 11.
11. Okay, that's good enough to know that Cyric is the enemy of your god.
Hey, where'd you find that?
This was on the brutish hawks that attacked us on the road.
Well,
How
I
much
guess
did you
it's,
roll, Porthos, before you go on? How much did you roll?
19.
19, yeah, you know who Cyric is in detail. You know that he is basically the Prince of Darkness. He's a really, really, really bad guy. I'll give you a little bit more than that. He is the Prince of Lies, the Dark Sun, the Black Sun. He is the god of murder, lies, intrigue, strife, deception, and illusion.
Why
He
you tell
is...
them
Huh?
this? I'm saying why you tell them this, I tell them this. So yeah, end game.
Okay. He'll tell you, you'll know that he drinks the tears of disillusioned dreamers and broken-hearted lovers.
Porthos will say out loud, well, I guess it was a good thing we killed those guys then.
Aye.
We should
That-
probably get rid of that symbol. It's not a nice symbol.
Remember that feeling you had when you went into the church and they had the rose ceremony?
Yeah.
Right, that kind of disgust?
Oh, yeah, that abomination.
That's how you feel about that holy symbol. That's how you would have been trained to think of that holy symbol or that god or any worshiper of that god.
Oh, yeah, you should find like a local smithy and just have them destroy that thing. It'd be for the best.
But what my concern is that the orcs are worshipping him, or at least the caster was. They usually worship Groomsh, I believe.
Mhm.
It's very different.
And Shannis,
tell
you
him.
have information. Yep.
Yeah, so I tell them, no, they were definitely servant of that. What is his name again? Derek?
Cyric.
Cyric.
Cyric. They were definitely servants of Cyric. They were sent by one their followers. I showed them the patch of attachment that we found on the corpses of the orcs. They were sent to kill us, the wizard specifically, and to make sure we never reach our destination. I suspect that there are servants of Theric in this city as well.
That is what I feared. This could not be a simple coincidence. So what?
So if I had to guess, it's very likely that because this was put under patron's name, they were after him. Thorison.
Well, a wizard of that power, I no doubt that he had some enemies. This man is proving to be quite curious indeed.
So where's
I like
everybody
you
at?
boys.
Yeah.
You guys are very thoughtful people.
I don't know how you'd feel it. Well, he's literally the enemy of your god. So if you believe in your god, which you must to get your spells,
You talking to me?
yeah,
Oh,
you would
Who?
have a deep disgust for Cyric.
Cyric.
Yeah. Followers of Cyric are enemies of yours.
But who's the follower of Cyric?
You weren't there, but we were attacked by orcs, and apparently
He
they
presents
had a
the
lair.
holy symbol, which is what is the main focus for worshippers of Cyric who can channel his power. You have a holy symbol. Porthos has a holy symbol. This is the holy
Mhm.
symbol of people who would kill you on sight wearing your holy symbol.
And why are we? That's what you guys are talking about. Why? Because
Because he says
They
he
showed
found
you.
it on the orcs, and it's usually it's unusual for the orcs to worship this particular god. But yeah, they just took care of some bad news.
okay, cool. Caught
So-
up.
So you know, um, you are looking for them? Yes, you are.
Yep.
They're not
Where-
that far from your home, actually.
Where is everybody clustered at?
They're in an alleyway. Just, oh, where are they on the board? This is
So,
not a
like,
real
right here?
representation.
Well, I'm not actually in the alleyway. We kind of left the alley. I was reading them
Say
and
it's-
tried to run away.
Say it's this alley over. I'm gonna put alley where they are because I don't have characters for them. I'll get those now. So that's where they are having this talk.
Okay.
This come to Jesus.
I thought that somebody was saying that they came out of the alleyway.
Yeah, we.
Oh.
Just slightly.
Whatever
We're
we were-
the dice here. So we have.
Yeah, we were. They were talking in the alley, and then whenever the dwarf tried to leave, we all just stepped out of the alley a little. So we're just kind of on the main road on the side, but we're just talking right there.
So,
What's the town name?
Irreable.
This town is Irreable.
No, I'm talking about the other one. Nice.
Oh,
Nytherbane?
Nytherbane?
Netherbean. Okay.
so I look around and I say, if these orcs are enemies, these servants of Cyric are enemies of Thurzan, and we serve Thurzan, better believe there's going to be a lot more trouble.
Well, yes, there's also the question of why they were so eager to stop him from making it here. And also, if he had another method of travel, perhaps they tried to stop him in another way. So just waiting may not be as effective as we might think. We may need to figure out what's going on and why we were needed here.
Maybe we already served our purpose as a decoy. We don't know anything about this wizard. He could have set us up.
Well, there's a servant of evil that hides within the city. We must do something about it.
So where is my marker at then?
I'm trying to find one for you.
Okay. Because she's gonna be approaching the group.
They only have sexy girl-like characters, so... Sorry. That kind of looks like your character, right?
That's fine.
Okay.
Like this one right here.
Yeah.
All right. How do I put the name?
You look a lot like Aranora. If you right-click, you can change the name, description. Let me find a hobo. Actually, I'm not going to dress you as a hobo. I'll dress you as a caster.
Okay.
What'd you
So
do, caster? Evan?
Nah, I just look like a dude. As close as you can get to that picture, please.
There you go. You're a dude.
Yep, that's fine. It's fancier than my picture, but that's okay.
They don't make hobos
I know.
for miniatures. I'm sorry. I'm looking for a homeless person. Okay, so, can you position yourselves? A little better than just randomly?
I'm beside my brother Porthos.
I'm assuming... Oh, nope, Sashir dismounted.
I would have been by Porthos and this other dude, Friar So he should be near to Porthos as well.
I was up at the front just talking to the two, so right here is fine.
Then Porthos is here too.
Okay. Somebody's on top of a dice. Go.
So my character has changed out of her finery and is actually in a full set of leather armor now. You can see a longbow on her back, and she has a rapier strapped to her hip. Her hair is pulled back so that way it's not in her face for combat purposes. She kind of walks over and gives the horse a pat on the butt, and then keeps walking over, puts her hands on her hips, and says, "My name is Illyria Twindling. I'm the daughter of the mayor, and I hear that you might be a group of adventurers that we're looking for. Group of folk were supposed to be sent down here from Nytherbane to assist us with trying to."
That would be us, yes.
Yes.
The little halfling is waving at you from behind, from up ahead.
She waves back at him. He'd be able to see that she's very clearly wearing a necklace with the Timora holy symbol around her neck. And
Adventurers? Oh, girl, I'm a potato farmer. This here, Porthos, my stable hand.
They have never successfully made a potato in their life. Anyway, what can we do for you?
We were of the understanding that you were sent here to help us try and find out what's going on. We're supposed to be coming in from the Trident. Earlier when there was the crowd and you were very thoughtfully assisting us with the situation at hand. She waves to the homeless guy in a very friendly way. She actually knows his name, but I don't remember off the top of my head.
Basil.
Lazel?
Basil.
Basil?
Basil.
Basil, right.
Basil.
He's like, "Hello, Basil. It's good to see that you're not actually dead from a bunch of angry, hungry people."
Oh, thank you, miss. And my thanks to your father as well for his kind words.
Mm.
I tried. Those people were looking for blood.
Yeah, we I think that there might actually be some strange folk coming into town trying to incite people to really going on. There was a man in a brown robe, well, not brown robe, but a cloak with a hood on, yelled from the back that Basil here was not actually from town, and he's been here all of his life. Watched him actually get his job over at the shop, and then the unfortunate events happened there, and making sure the poor bloke's been getting fed. But I digress. So you're here to help us try and find out figure in town with the Trident, or?
Unfortunately, you may know more than we do. We are here at the request of Thorazin, who is a very capable wizard, but we have not yet heard all of the details of why. So we are kind of curious to see what's going on, but until that happens, I would be happy to be at your disposal to help out with this problem.
Alright, well, my father did state that he needed to speak with you before anything else were to happen, so why don't you all follow me, Basil, you included. Gods know you need a bath. We're gonna have you scrubbed down before we do anything else.
I wouldn't be opposed to a bath. I'll change the clothes as well.
Yes, we got something for you. I'm sure one of the old servants left something behind.
Thank you kindly.
She gestures to the group. Alright, follow me. I'll take you over to the mayor's manor. See what's actually going on.
All right.
Okay. So you all go along?
So, yeah, can I ask to go along with you guys?
I mean,
You wouldn't have to ask. You'd be invited, I'd hope.
I like
She-
killing stuff.
She
It's
very
evil.
pointedly makes eye contact with every single person there to make sure that they realize that they're part of.
I do not make eye contact.
Well, she tries.
Okay. Can I roll sense motive?
Sure.
Look at that one.
That one.
What a pity. Your sense motive tells you that her intentions are as pure as the pure driven snow. She is just completely honest all the time, never lies.
I rolled a 11. I did not roll a 1.
Who plays the
we
halfling?
saw the one, bro.
I rolled a 9.
Cheery.
I don't know
Yeah.
who rolled a 1, but I rolled a 9.
Well, someone was rolling over here.
So I
All
rolled
right,
a
so
9.
you rolled a 9.
11.
Okay. Sure. You believe the same thing.
Okay. Good stuff. Well, yes, I shall be following as well.
I'm fairly certain that, everyone here is on good terms and is trying to do their best, so I'm not even trying to sense motives.
Yeah.
So, does anybody else read the orc letter, or?
Or
Well, I don't know how to.
I make a transcription of it in the common tongue and just send it in.
I
And
speak
give
orc.
everyone. You know,
Do you?
Yep.
I also speak fluent orc.
Oh, great.
I
Great.
try not to talk to orcs.
Here's the best possible translation. If you all take a read of it.
Yep.
Okay. So I get that in the log. Okay, so you guys go to the mayor's mansion. You are escorting. What's your character name again?
Alatheria.
Oh, you cut out.
Alatheria.
She's got a.
Alatheria.
Yeah, you can look at her thing, or it's over here.
Oh, great. Yeah, I was looking at another thing. Great. So Alatheria, you guys are escorting her. There's some really nasty looks from townsfolk at the homeless person. But nobody tries to stop you. You get to the mayor's manor. What do you do?
Allie totally 100% just kind of stares these people down who are glaring at the homeless guy like, no.
Well, I'll see myself through the servants' entrance then, and I start walking up along the side.
Allie actually calls a maid over to take him to go get a bath
Okay, so he's going off to take a bath.
and get a change of clothes so he doesn't smell like a giant carpet.
Cool. Well, you will not be around for the rest of the conversation with the mayor because you need a bath.
It's fine.
Like sandpaper scrub.
I'm here in Bathland.
2 A's in that bath. Okay. So the mayor greets you in his common room. To be fair, just so you guys are aware, you've been traveling without running water for 19 days. So I'm not sure how clean you think you are.
Okay, so if that's the case, while they're walking, she kind of like surreptitiously looks around at everybody else and is like, so do you all want to get a bath first before meeting the mayor, or do you just want to go in smelling like roadkill?
Well, I don't mind either way, but I do suppose it would be better.
I mean, it sounds like he needs our help, not the other way around. I mean, he can put up with us.
You're literally being offered a free bath.
No, I'm happy to take it. So he looks
I would-
disgusted at the roadkill comment.
I would not complain about a bath either. It's been a rather long journey.
Yeah, above table, I don't want to start taking like con saves. Like, I'm good. Let's take a
You guys aren't terrible. Like, it's not like you were out in the winter and you would have crossed the river.
Is Weirdest in full plate?
No,
Banded mail.
Banded mail.
Banded mail? What is he wearing for pants?
Just like
Brown pants? I don't know.
D&D equivalent of like khakis or some shit. I don't know.
Is he wearing like leathers?
Oh no, that would
Leather
chafe way too fucking much. He's a cotton man.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright. She kind of just looks over at Weirdest with her brows knit. Like, gives him a very thorough once over. stares him in the face, says, "Sir, please understand that I do mean this with all due respect, but I don't think you want crotch rot. Please go take a bath."
I'm a paladin. I can't get caught rot.
Yeah.
We're immune to disease.
Yes, but everybody else around you isn't. So please, for the love of the
You know
light,
what?
go take a
You're
fucking
immune to
bath.
disease, but you're not immune to chafing.
Well, I bought baby powder in the last village, so I'm immune to chafing as well.
She gets frustrated, walks behind your character, and literally starts pushing you towards the servants' entrance. Go take a bath. Go take a bath. For the love of the light, go take a.
He'll go.
Okay.
Okay, so you all take a bath. An hour later, you are in. I assume Friar Kane does not need to take a bath.
No, he's been squeaky clean. Assuming
You
he's
opt
been
to take a bath?
staying.
No, I smell good.
Okay.
I would like to pick through some of your stuff while you're taking a bath.
Oh my fucking god.
Okay.
I'll have no stuff.
Illyria does not need to take a bath. But she is going to be observing to make sure that the servants are taking care of their gear properly. So if Friar McSticky Fingers comes over and tries it.
Okay. So the bath goes uneventful except for the very, very brown water. And then you guys are in the common room of the mayor's manor. He walks in from his office, sliding the doors shut behind him. He looks over at his daughter, who I assume is there.
She gives them a, well, as best a curtsy as she can, considering she's wearing full leathers. And then she winks at him, because she's being a cheeky.
He nods knowingly. Illyria, are these the adventurers?
Yep. Fresh out the bath, squeaky clean, so that way your office doesn't smell like death for the next week.
He walks behind the two-seater and rests his elbows on the back of the chair. Looks over at you guys, gives you a good once-over, and says, "So, how do you plan to help?"
Father, they don't actually have any details. They were sent here by a wizard, and apparently he told them you were supposed to fill them in.
Oh, well, do they know what's happening in the town? Are they aware of anything?
Do you know a man?
Well,
named
I've
Tarzan?
gathered a little bit. There is a shortage of food thanks to an interruption of the shipments. Apparently, between the trade of the Triad, I've gathered that much just from listening to the chatter. And it seems as though something is directly interfering with the shipments to this town.
Who is the Triad?
Oh, I am a hidden halfling.
Not Triad, the Trident.
Trident. Sorry, Trident.
Oh, my apologies. Yes. So,
She just kind of laughs a little bit.
this has been a tumultuous experience. We have long had an alliance with Scornubal and Budusk. We have worked with them to supply ourselves equally, equitably over the last 100 years. All of a sudden, food shipments stop coming. We get other raw materials, we just don't get food anymore. Now, most of the people in town are convinced that this is being done as an effort by Scornubal to starve us out. But I am certain that this is an attack from somebody intent on causing us to go to war with these other cities. I don't know anyone by the name of Thurazan. I received a letter saying that you were coming to assist us.
Naming us specifically, or by description?
No, I don't know your names.
So how do you know it is us who are supposed to help?
gods be good, I hope it is you.
Well, I'm certainly
Time
willing
is
to
money,
help.
friend.
It's a tragedy that you are suffering through anything that is less than an abundance of food. The most common places to check would, of course, be with the quartermaster, who would be in charge of, or the dockmaster, sorry, that would be charged of receiving the supplies, and then, of course, with the ships themselves. But that's only the start. There's all sorts of reasons why a shipment could be missing.
Well, we've already looked into that ourselves. We've been sending ships up and down the coastlines trying to see if we can find anything out of the ordinary. We haven't
Hurry
seen
back.
anything. We've checked all the logs with the dockmasters. This letter, though, that you had gotten off of the orcs, talks about interfering with their lord. And it was on the road to our town, so I don't know about you, but simple arithmetic generally means 2 + 2 = 4.
Orcs? A letter? Can I see the letter?
She gestures to whoever has the letter.
Lance hands over the letter.
He looks it once over. Unfortunately, I can't read this.
Niley
Yeah,
just
back
reads
to
it to him.
Okay.
Niley would have read it to him, so that way he could understand.
Who are the vagabonds?
Lance just sort of like looks around the room and just gestures.
They did set the trap for us, so yes, it seems we were the vagabonds in question.
Why do they want your nails?
I do not know. I assumed it was simple savagery, but if it had something to do with, if it did have something to do with any type of thing, it would have focused on the fingers, and we do know that there is some manner of jewelry that sometimes they would rather have.
Trophies, magical reagents for dark magic.
I think that based on their fingernails, they simply wanted an upgrade.
Not Niley. Altheory just kind of deadpans at you.
Well, I guess Evan, you can. But it won't return a good result, so it doesn't really matter.
Can what?
No.
22. Sorry, 21.
Trying to remember what that is. You know there's some really dark spells that can use it. But that would be... it's way outside of your...
Yeah, no, that's good enough.
Yeah.
Sounds like they were trying to use witchcraft on you.
You use the word witchcraft?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Usually witches want your nails, your hair, that sort of thing.
Yeah, the mayor looks at you with one eye squinted.
I don't think that's the best thing to say right after you were accused of witchcraft, sir.
Oh, but I'm not a witch.
Yes, but you seem to be proficient with them. That's not much better.
No, I'm not proficient, or just know certain things.
Oh, for the love of the light. He worked in a magical shop. Do you think he didn't have access to the books that...
We don't have time for this.
That's the kind of thing that my old master would have ran somebody out of the shop for.
People, please. We've tried to start farming, but we're at least a year away from getting any viable crops. Something must be done now. Now to safeguard my people.
Have you had problems with the Cyric cultist in the region before?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, what?
Cyric cultist? Have you had problems with them before?
Cyric cultists?
It's worshippers of Cyric, the Dark Prince.
Oh, we don't get those around here.
Well, I think you might get more than you think.
Hey, Ark! Knowledge local.
Okay.
Would I know anything about any of that, considering the circles I move and shake in?
Cyric,
Like hear
knowledge
anything
local.
from the local underground? Would I have heard anything?
I can tell you everything. But
No.
rotate.
You wouldn't, like, they're worshippers of Cyric. There may be people who are worshippers of Cyric committing evil acts, but not because they're worshippers of Cyric. So you wouldn't find cultists with holy symbols. You wouldn't find, like, your city would have been sacked if somebody carrying a holy symbol of Cyric was riding into town.
Gotcha. No, we haven't had any issues with any of the cultists. You know, just your usual general run-of-the-mill scum that the militia drives out, but no.
Can I do like an insight check to see if I think all these people are on the up and up? Or a sense
motive?
Yeah.
Sure. All these people, you mean your party and...
I was thinking the mayor.
Sure.
I mean, with all respect to those asking, I don't think a secret cult would be trying that hard to be known. So, perhaps it would be worth just investigating on it.
I see if he would... Oh,
That's a 6.
you're relatively convinced that they're not hiding anything? That he is actually desperate?
I think we should aid this beleaguered town, for the good Lord Heronius would expect nothing less.
I'm gonna kill Heronius in his sleep. I swear to God.
Allie may or may not have and kind of casually rolled her eyes to herself at the mention of Heronius.
My good mayor.
Who the hell is Heronius?
Heronius is the almost
God of heroes.
god of heroes. Just a god that, is there for the adventurers who don't know any better.
He's a righteous dude, bro. TLDR.
He's a lawful stupid if you have a group with a paladin, he's a lawful stupid paladin.
So, the mayor, he looks puzzled for a bit. And then he says, I know nothing of this Cyric situation you speak of, but I have heard of orcs in the area, much nearer to where you are from Nytherbane. There have been more orcish raids on cities, townships. I will look into it. But that's the connection I can see.
It could be that these cultists haven't yet made it to this town. Then again, on the grander scheme of things, we might just be a small blip on the map.
Yeah, 2 things you guys would be aware of. You are 10 days away from Nytherbane, which is an orc raiding party. Normally would not travel that far to raid, unless they were nomadic. And the letter. The letter seems very specific. It's not get out there and bring me back, goods. It's do something specific. Let's kill these people. This is where they'll be.
Yep.
Yes, it does seem like, if anything, we were getting too close to something that was not necessarily the orcs, but whoever they were after by coming here. That was the real problem. So, we'll have to check into that, but it does mean that we may not know exactly what we're after.
I think that perhaps this might be an entirely separate issue than what we are dealing with.
Yes, though I do not mind at all in assisting in both. We have our own tasks, of course, but I am, of course, a humble servant of you, and if there are those suffering from hunger, then I am duty-bound to assist them.
Do any of you, are any of you versed in tracking
Tracking what?
magic?
I could be of assistance. I'm a man of many talents.
Well, I know exactly where it is that robed figure was standing, and I've got a pretty good read on what his footsteps look like, so I can point you up to his most recent steps. Maybe you can...
Say no more. This humble bard is ever at your service.
Yes, of course. So, if I may, Aranora, perhaps you should go with him, just as moral support?
That spell's character?
Yes, the one that is the ranger designed for tracking.
Mm-hmm.
She's not here. She left. She had to...
Right,
Cutting
but...
out.
Right, she's not here, but
Yeah, we
the character
just,
still.
we autobot the characters. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, I would take my brother Porthos.
I'd never leave your side, Lance.
My sword and shield. I need.
While you guys are discussing that, the mayor walks over to the nearest window, pulls the sheer curtains, and looks through. He seems perturbed by the time advancing. It's still afternoon. He turns to you and says, "That hooded figure, while he may be important, my bigger concern is our delegation not returning. If I put you on a boat and sent you downriver, could you investigate what's happened to our delegation?"
We already know that I'll go, Father.
You're back.
I would be willing. I do not know if all others would be, but it is a method of this town, so I would agree.
Yes.
I go where the good friar goes. I owe him.
The good friar just went AFK. I think he went to the bathroom.
So I'm going to the bathroom. I'm going to hold it for him. I owe him a debt.
Okay.
Don't even know what our quest truly is.
He is
So,
obligated to protect him, your happiness and your health.
So, as a side note, I'm sitting right next to Evan. If anybody wants me to hit him, I could totally do that.
Sure. There's
I
a
am-
What do you
few-
mean? That's what Basil said.
There's a few in backlog that I have to like. I don't know.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna have to update
Tell
you
us.
on that one. I'll calculate. I'll hit you up.
Well, I say, well, let us make haste then. Good must never tarry while evil is present.
Is there
Yeah.
anything else that we should be aware of, Father?
You know what ship they would be on.
Came back.
They would be on. The delegation was sent on the flagship of Iriapor,
Okay.
which is a large galleon. The galleon's
That
right
seems-
word?
Yeah, it'd be
Galleon is
yeah.
a type of ship.
Yeah.
Sesame. Last thing you heard was, I'll go where the good friar goes. I owe him. They're asking us to
And-
investigate a thing downriver.
As your ships have not been returning with supplies of food, the delegation went on the flagship, hoping to negotiate and getting, even though they, Scornoble's been saying that food is being sent, you're not getting it. But in the event that they would get it, you'd be able to load up that big ship, and you know that you're kind of out of big ships. So your father offers to put all of you on a couple skiffs, rowboats,
Gotcha.
which is embarrassing for him. You know it's embarrassing for him. The rest of them.
Oh, I hardly mind. It's a boat. Though it does seem to be the most prudent option, considering the dockmaster says no food has arrived. it's very likely that the dockmaster on the other side would give the same information.
So we should go then. She kind of walks over and gives her dad like a comforting squeeze on the shoulder and a sympathetic look, and kind of mouths to him like very low, so only he could hear is like, "We've got this. It'll be all right." And turns back to the party. All right, let's get going. Got it. Probably be wise to tie these ships together so that way we don't end up losing each other on the river. Nose to ours. So,
Do you have supplies to carry
oh, I've got supplies.
on your person, or do you gotta get them?
Oh, I've got them.
Okay, like food and stuff.
I got a backpack, bedroll,
Not food,
drops,
like your rations, your
Yep.
specific stuff. Okay, cool.
Hey, Mr. Mayor, do you have any like health pots you could spare us?
Pots.
potions. It's street slang.
I think he meant healing potions. Unfortunately, the magic shop in town burned down about 2.5 months ago.
Well, then,
No, he doesn't have any.
Could have gotten you a good deal too.
could we not potentially dip into the private infirmary in the event that this is actually something we might be seriously facing?
You ask him that.
Yes.
He looks. His lip grows very thin. His face becomes paler. And he kind of whispers you out the side of his mouth, "You know our stocks have run dry a long time now."
I see. Sorry.
The situation is dire enough that we should begin immediately.
Yes.
Keeping up appearances for the sake of the people, but there is no food and no food coming, and his people have no expertise in producing food, and the town has run out of money to buy from other towns. So even if he was to send for, the purchase of grain or something, there's no, he can't buy it.
Gotcha.
He's got no money.
She wouldn't have asked that question then because she would have known that then. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's get going.
Okay, let's get your characters together.
She's just
Alright.
kind of. She's the
Yeah,
last one
what's
out. She is the last one out. She shoots a look over her shoulder at her dad, smiles at him, winks, and then skedaddles out.
He does tell you guys before you go to take care of his daughter. She's all he has left.
Well, I've no intention of anyone coming to harm on this visit if possible. But, of course, I will look after your daughter.
They get into the
Everyone's
hallway,
character.
and she mutters under her breath, "Not that I need taking care of, but you know."
Can all the characters be right here near the doggy?
Oh, I put her on the boat.
Kidnapping all the goddamn characters. Bring them back. All the characters here. All of them here. Your character's not here. Your character's gonna disappear in 2 seconds. They gonna die. Where's
Rocks fall, everyone dies.
Wait, this is a guard, isn't it?
Why is there a guard among us?
Uh,
Somebody moved them over here.
Where's the dwarf? Here he is. I found him.
diggy diggy hole, diggy diggy hole.
Don't dig no holes. Goodbye, cruel world.
Oh god.
It all happened so fast.
Oh, nice.
There are 2 sets of your characters. In case I forgot anybody, you can decide which boats you are on.
Sesame, you there?
I'm on the boat with Sherry.
Yeah.
At Porthos.
You gotta pick a boat.
Oh, I'll go here.
Put a dwarf on the boat.
Before leaving, Allie would have talked to the dock master about these skips and about tying them together to make sure that no shenanigery happens, like the front end to the back end of one.
Okay. He will comply.
Sweet.
You are the daughter of the mayor.
I'm trying not to be on somebody's head, but it's not letting me.
Little did you know that was Porthos's fetish.
Oh,
Getting teabagged by a homeless person is Porthos' fetish.
So the
I've had a
stronger
bath.
rowers should be in the front boat. Just my advice.
I'm not very strong.
Who should be the strongest?
The stronger rowers should be in the front boat. Yep.
Porthos grew up on a pirate ship, so I guess he.
Allie's
Maybe
gonna
little, but I can assist the rowing, so I'll be on the front boat.
Allie's gonna be on the front boat just because she knows where it is, like the routes are. Yay, navigation.
Puts Ashira.
I'm enjoying the fine adventure provided on the public funds.
What is your character's int? I'm really confused.
15. But my wisdom is 8.
You talk
Don't-
like you took a blow to the head.
Don't mind Basil. He may or may not have been heavily concussed when that shop burned down. Still recovered.
I've seen some things.
Arrhenius will row.
Now he's triggered. Arrhenius, what's your strength?
8. I have a navigation
Um,
there.
Yeah, go to the back boat. I think that would be better.
Yeah, I'll row in the back boat.
So Friar, you're going with them, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
My strength's a 12.
Porthos, you're on the boat. Sherry's on the boat. Lance is on the boat. Arrhenius, don't know where you are. Herenora, somebody put her on the boat. Excuse me. Somebody put her on the boat.
Wait, hold on a second. Are you setting it up so that way the front boat is towing the second boat?
Yeah.
Oh, hell no. Their fat asses are rowing too.
No, they can row. I'm just.
Yeah,
Okay.
I suggested it. I'm not
row in the back.
pulling you guys out of position.
Okay.
You guys position.
Are we going against the current or with the current?
You're going to Scornooble, that's where he sent you, and that is with the current downstream.
Arrhenius can't get his sea legs.
Porthos has broken open a bottle of rum and is passing it around.
If you don't have sea legs or you've never been on a boat before, please don't upchuck on the boats or on the nearest person next to you. Please keel haul yourself over to the side and feed the fish instead. Thank you.
Above table, Porthos is a fucking alcoholic. Don't worry, he can hold his liquor.
Is everybody taking their iodine pills? We're going to Chernobyl.
Oh, God.
Scornooble.
She's just saying,
Chernobyl.
she's just saying in general.
My bad.
Everyone should
I
stay on
s-
the boat now.
No, I give Porthos the Dwarven Spice Ale just because he said he could handle his liquor.
That's
All right.
not good.
Is the wait? Okay,
But the dwarf was in the back.
I don't know. The dwarf's not in the water. What is he doing?
It's falling out of the boat. It's not his fault.
Oh, I dropped him. I'm sorry. I can fix it. Put him on people's heads. Hey guys, stop.
While everybody's trying to figure out what they're doing on the boat, like, Allie's just kind of looking at everybody and seeing some of the dumb fuckery going on. She just kind of, like, grabs her necklace, faces forward, and rubs it a little bit, and is like, Almighty Termora, hear my prayer. Please save us from the stupidity that's about to happen. Thank you.
Oh, Porthos,
nothing
do you
much
drink
happens.
that? Do you drink it?
You got. Oh, where'd you guys go? So you guys are off the boat. It's on the
How am I on
boat.
2 boats?
I don't know. Why are you in that boat too?
Shouldn't I be on the back boat?
There were 2 sets of figures, so if you grabbed your second figure,
Probably. I don't know.
Why are the figures now going through the boats?
Because I put them like midway so that you can fit 2 on the boat. But if you move them, they're gonna slip around. I could take the grid off, make it easier.
Okay.
Hang on. There you go. No more snapping. Put you guys where you want them.
Hago or Sesam's character. No.
Okay. I am going to end here because I want to make sure that we have enough time to do what comes next.
Oh boy, that's not foreboding
That's
or
fun.
anything.
That's great.
No, it's not ominous at all.
Before we break for the evening, Basil looks at the friar and goes, "Psst, you want some?" And he pulls out the biscuit that he gave him before they set out on the journey, cuts about half of it, and hands it to him.
I will happily eat that biscuit.
Oh my
It
god,
was definitely in my homeless pocket before it was in my clean pocket.
the butt bit.
There might be a little spit on it, but only a little bit.
Oh god.
Not a picky dwarf.
You have died of
We
dysentery.
both eat our half biscuits and we enjoy it.
You have died of dysentery.
Nobody made it through. Yeah, tonight I really had to introduce the new characters and set up the plot for the next part of it, and
Sorry, guys. I don't know the fuck. I'm like trying to read the handbook while you guys are talking, and I'm like trying to understand shit about land.
Sesame,
Interesting.
don't worry about the stats. Don't worry about the spell. There's plenty of us here who know. and can
No,
provide
it's even just like the gods and shit. I started reading about the gods and like trying to understand what the
You
fuck.
can't read the gods because it's different gods.
Nigga, what? I don't
The
know.
gods in the book are for Greyhawk, and the gods we're following are forgotten.
I'm sorry, I'm just imagining Sesam's character like popping into the universe, looking around, going reverse cross-eyed, and going, "Oh, I mine for fish."
No, just keep acting and reacting, and it'll all come to you. It's great, man. Just keep it up. I'm
Yo.
enjoying your character.
yeah. It's like, what the fuck am I doing here? That's fun. It's funny to watch.
No, it's cool. It seems like you can just kind of
Oh, I am disappointed with the lack of homeless people representation in fantasy figure.
Yeah, that's cool.
Literally, we are
So
murder
true.
hobos in most of the campaigns we play.
And there are no hobos.
Now we actually have a hobo, like a real life hobo.
Yeah, this group of characters is wealthier than most, though, thanks to the whole wizard thing.
Well, you
For
guys
their
are
level.
wealthy.
Yes,
I just made a silver by begging.
Spent
You did.
100 gold to find out that my ring.
I did also have a biscuit, but I gave half of it away.
100 gold. Just to find out my ring is my ring. That's all
you
I
did.
thought.
That was your decision,
Yep.
and
Wow,
nobody's
that
going
sucks.
to question your decisions.
You
I just,
Super magical ring. Does
if
super
you
cool
ever
shit.
want to make like incredibly intelligent money decisions, look to see what Kariana and Zar do, and don't do that.
Hey, that warhorse, like, that was awesome.
It was very clever.
You know?
it's too bad you didn't meet my character before you had the ring looked at.
Quick question before Sesam goes to bed. What are your swim checks?
Oh, come on.
Mine is actually really good because that's my stat that I've been leveling up.
Plus 0.
Plus 4.
-1.
3.
I get
Minus
negatives.
1.
You're going the wrong way.
Plus 4. Who's the one that has the negative?
Czar.
The
wizard has
halfling.
levitate, so
Lance
The-
also has the -1.
Mine
Oh,
is
God.
mine is 6 after the minus is for my armor and shield. So for rolling,
Jesus.
Okay. Just
So you're
curious.
telling me
6 is really good.
Mm-hmm. 6 is you can roll a 14, still have a 20. So
can you levitate a character out of water?
you can levitate a character straight up or down.
Right. Okay. Regardless of whether they're in air or water. Okay.
Yep, they just have to be willing.
Dope sauce.
Yep. I gotta get rid of the star background. The star background is not correct. It's not nighttime yet.
Wait, so what is the EXP for this?
What's the XP? Don't get XP till you're at. Which is normally after a major combat.
Well,
Who's this
Which
guy?
will probably be somewhere on the boat.
I don't know.
I'm so glad my character is basically a parkour monkey.
I'm trying to introduce you guys. 3 separate people joining the party who are not affiliated with each other in any way.
I think it was pretty well done. Like it felt.
Yeah,
like we were
that was
dealing
fun.
with NPCs. Like from our point of view, it felt like that. Like we were interacting with NPCs, and then we meet the new characters in our party. It all went together well.
But here's the question. Are you actually in a party?
No, I don't know. I'm just saying, like we're traveling together now.
At
No,
the
'cause some of
moment,
you-
it feels more like we're helping out with the daughter who's going on ahead and doing her own thing, while the friar is just kind of along for the ride because they're curious about the whole,
Ow.
threat
Sorry.
against Lavender, and then the bum that's just going along with the friar. But
I
that's
know.
fine.
The
It's like it can become a party, but we don't know anything about these people, and it's not like we've proven ourselves in any type of way. So right
Yeah.
now, the party's not there yet, but that's okay. It can get there.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. We're not friends. I just met these people. To explain something quickly, the reason why I asked dumb questions or seemingly not dumb, unnecessary questions, my character trusts nobody. He generally doesn't like people.
Okay.
Especially, anything but humans. He especially doesn't like non-humans. So he's weird.
So he don't like the friar.
I'm surprised that he has gone along with everything that Eleutheria has been saying then, considering she's a full-blooded elf.
Yeah, he's not like
Yep.
racist. Like he doesn't like dislike. Well, he is racist, but he's not like
He's
discriminatory.
not like racist. He's kind of racist.
Yeah, he's not like discriminatory or anything like that. He's just I don't know how to
Distrustful.
put it. He's
The term you're looking for is xenophobic.
yeah, and he doesn't trust people. Yeah, he thinks
You
everybody.
don't trust
nobody-
an outsider.
Nobody in this party is racist, so that's good. Because everybody saw the mayor is clearly human, and his daughter is clearly elven. Nobody said nothing.
Discord
there's-
keeps cutting in and
I
out.
live
for
in
me.
the town. I've known about that.
The tall people all look the same to me, so it's fine.
But she's
Okay.
not half elven.
They-
He's
she's
just
elven.
looking at crotches all day long.
She's not half elven. She's elven, right?
Nope, she's full-blooded elf.
Hmm.
Right.
But you guys don't see color, and I appreciate that.
I'm sorry,
Well,
my
I-
Discord kept cutting in and out. Something about elf.
He said that we don't see color, and he appreciates that. I don't
Well,
see
Lance,
pointed.
Lance is like a follower of Heronius, so he doesn't. Your race doesn't matter, but he does believe that nobility is not a birthright; it's defined by one's action. So it depends.
It's
on
not
what
part of the story, but I am pretty sure that at some point during this campaign, a god is going to die.
Oh, come on!
I am not sure which god it is yet.
It
Not sweet.
Just as a
innocent
hint.
Loath.
just as
Nope.
a small
Not
hint. It
Mister.
might start. It might start with H,
Wait,
and it might end with erroneous.
well, you're not erroneous in your assumption.
No, exactly. I think one of the bigger problems is I'm pretty sure that Erroneous is Greyhawk. So
Yeah, he might be.
I don't think he exists.
I think he is. I'm like, I've been using a deity that doesn't exist.
That's
Yeah.
very likely. In fact, he is not in Forgotten Realms.
The closest I think would be the god Torm, who's like
Oh,
the god of paladins.
Oh,
like the god of loyalty, right?
Torm, yeah, he's essentially the god of paladins, but he's like the god of loyalty, heroic deeds, and all that other stuff.
Done.
So
Let me just brush up my Torm.
Oh, I worship Tacitus. I don't know.
Mistress, my business. Because I said
Greetings.
Bakab on my sheet and then realized that I was dealing with the Greyhawk god, so I had to switch to different magic.
yeah, that translation's really hard.
Womp womp.
All right, so now here's since I'm the worshiper of Torm, the actual reason why I'm traveling with the party is because of my loyalty to my brother Porthos, and we would never abandon each other. There we go.
They met last
fair enough. Well, mine was difficult because I had to switch from Yundala for Halfling God to Yundala for Halfling God. So
Okay, that's a
It-
tough transition right there.
yeah,
Well,
it was
get
really
it.
hard.
I'll go with the dwarf goes. He has biscuits.
Be careful.
You have suffered a head injury. I can tell.
I have suffered many things at the hands of many people, and it's caused me to be very reactionary.
But to be
do
fair,
think
The
that,
townsfolk didn't beat you, so that's good.
It wasn't the townsfolk, mind you. It was the others.
Oh God.
Oh,
well, he's, we'll just say
Okay.
that he's the idiot savant of the group.
Right. What's a
He
savant?
talks way less intelligent than he is.
God, I hope so.
Some might say it's a sign of genius to be able to hide amongst you and use the vocabulary and vernacular of the commoner. I mean, I want a biscuit.
Oh my God.
wow. I mean,
Sit down, dear boy. Have a biscuit.
Whatever you say. Whatever you say, Rain.
King's honor, friend.
Good night, guys.
Does the
Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed too.
Good night.
good night.
Right. I'm so happy. Now I have a new god to evangelize.
I think it's just the name Erroneous that I want to kill.
It's like erroneous.
Yeah.
You know, with the way that you guys kept talking about Weirdest as Paladin the other night, like, I thought I was gonna have to put an arrow through the character's throat.
Oh,
It's
you
more
haven't
his
met
orc.
Thwomp. Thwomp
You
is
haven't
the
met
one you
Thwomp
want.
yet.
Oh God.
Which
Thwomp,
happens to meet Swamps. It's okay.
never gonna meet Thwomp. Thwomp has problems.
Thwomp is awesome.
Basically,
I like
yeah,
Thwomp.
you have. I like to think of Thwomp as like he has his own category for everything. When you send Thwomp to deal with a problem, you get Thwomp-like solution.
It's really our fault. Every time we let him solve a problem, it's on us for just letting it happen.
Thwomp
You
just
know-
sees the world differently. That's the fun with Thwomp.
he's a
I'm
Hasselhoff,
just-
but he's very bad
I'm
at
just-
Hasselhoff.
I'm now just imagining those giant rock things that you would see in Mario that would fall to the ground and make the sound when they was trying to squish you as this orc character.
No, it's worse.
Mm-hmm.
He's a ranger that, in the course of 2 levels, has gone to. I think he's on his 3rd animal companion. 2nd or 3rd.
He does eat them, though, to be fair. Well, not all of
He's
them,
on his
parts of them.
second.
Mostly
Second.
just their livers.
Yeah.
I mean,
And he's our negotiator with a negative to negotiation,
no, he's not.
to diplomacy.
Ah,
No, but every time there's an encounter, he's the first one to go up and be like, "Hey guys!" It's like, "No, stop him! Stop him!"
Yep.
Well, no one else speaks up. So it's like, okay, I guess you're just gonna have to take what you get.
Yeah, because see, we measure our words.
No, and then
When we're gonna say something, he says words.
no, the best thing
Lots
is
of
when
'em.
like Twop tries to make something better. That's
No,
when
it's never
much,
better.
Much worse. Like it gets so much worse when he tries to make things better.
I can help.
At least he's not a necromancer who just keeps collecting undead companions in the effort to try and make a life-size chess set.
Oh boy.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
wow.
I don't know why people are down with necromancers, dude. Yeah, leave them alone. All they're trying to do is raise a family.
Oh my god.
Wow. Wow.
That's
It gets lonely being a necromancer. Ah, necrophilia. Sit back and crack open a cold one.
I can't believe that was an actual joke. Oh my gosh.
It's what?
So you guys good with your introductions?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I can't wait for next. I get to finally introduce my god a second time.
Oh god.
Oh lord.
I can't wait till next week when everybody sees that I will be begging for more money.
So I was going to take detect thoughts because I'd get an extra one every level, but is it really useful? Because I was reading it, and it seems less useful than I thought it might be.
I think it's just surface thoughts, right?
Yeah. You spend a long time just to find out, like rounds.
What's a lower level
Yeah,
spell? It's like the precursor to like straight out.
If you end up actually getting that spell where you can listen to surface thoughts and my character finds out about it, she's gonna fuck with your character so
You
bad.
should do it because you wouldn't know that. So
I'll just be sidebarring constantly.
Potatoes.
the thing about the surface
How did you know what was on my mind?
Shuri literally has those surface thoughts.
the situation in which detect thoughts is good is if you don't know if somebody is like hostile.
Yeah,
like it's easy to tell if somebody's hostile if like they're an orc trying to kill you, but like if is this person an assassin who's trying to get at us, or is he just like hanging out? What's going on here?
But I wanted to use it like often for like all sorts of reasons. And it seems like it's mainly just for that.
Alright, good night, guys.
Good night.
Yeah, Shaz.
Yeah, there's higher level spells for that, for what you're trying to get.
Comedic.
Yeah. The bigger problem is the number of spells you have, which does make it to where every spell slot is very valuable.
Yeah, I'm probably just gonna take Scorpion Ray. Call that joy.
Oh, Narc is still streaming.
Somebody else in the party it's like says something really stupid and your character just picks up on the thoughts of everybody else around and is like, God, I wish this guy would just fucking walk off a cliff.
I know, right? Just imagine doing surface thoughts on Lance. Heronius is telling me to talk about Heronius some more. Oh, God.
No, probably what would happen in that case is you detect surface thoughts and you would just feel silence.
On Lance?
Like,
It's just white.
yeah, there's just there's just nothing going on in there.
Oh, damn.
Silence. That's deep.
Yep.
Basil's trying to solve the Pythagorean theorem.
Basil?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the homeless dude. It's just
Yeah, it's like you hear the words inside his head just like extremely intense and like verbose, and then whenever he says it, it's just awful.
God.
like that episode of Family Guy when it comes to that one god, Heronius. Instead of it being like Bob Dole, Bob Dole, Bob Dole, it's Heronius, Heronius, Heronius.
Oh, yeah.
CG
Yep.
farm. CG farm.
I need 4 Bloodbind.
SARS. SAR, all your character gets from my character throughout the entire campaign. Surface thought is just a sensation of her smacking her head against.
I don't think I'm taking it though. To be fair, I don't think I'm taking it anymore. Like I have enough. I have detect magic. I have comprehend languages. I have read magic. I have enough. I have enough divination spells. Let's take Scorching Ray and Invisibility or some shit.
Chiri's character is the erroneous
Yes,
variation
I got,
of Hodor.
I got the engineering goggle recipe. I just need the 4 Bloodbind now and 1 Arcanite bar, and I have +2 hit head.
Well, my character's whole goal is lawful good, yes, just not lawful stupid. So, like a character that's actually decent.
I'm probably gonna die in ZG. Yeah.
Lawful good is so hard to deal
Lawful good, but not lawful stupid. I don't think
Right.
that word means the thing that you think it means.
Oh, but it does. That's the beauty of it. Is that there is such a thing as lawful good without being lawful stupid.
Journey quest onward. Nobody really. Wow.
I don't know what that is. You have to give us these pop culture references because we do not know what's happening. And by we,
Okay.
I mean me.
Go into YouTube and type in Journey Quest episode 1.
I
And
gotta
just
respect myself after this.
yes.
Then why is it worth watching?
Because you'll respect yourself but also die a little on the inside, but laugh but also be like, why?
Oh, I see.
I feel like I saw this before a long time ago.
Glitch in the Matrix.
Many years ago. Looks familiar. I may have thought it was softcore porn and stopped watching it.
Jesus Christ. On YouTube?
Many years ago.
Oh man, have you guys looked at the list of deity Faerun? It is cray.
The list of what?
Gods.
In Faerun? Yeah,
Yeah.
tons of them. All
Yeah,
good.
Timora is like the nicest god that a thief could have chosen. There's several bad ones.
There are at least 3 different magic gods.
Yeah, kind of.
Mistra or Mistral, depending on whether or not we're dealing with the dead one or the live one.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's Azuth.
Yep.
And who else has a magic door name?
Well, there's more than just that. There's a Vecna.
Well,
No, yeah,
Vecna.
Vecna.
Yeah, Vecna's straight out evil.
Right. There's the like crap. What was his name? There's like a divination specialist one.
So
But
Vines? No, that's
Sabris.
Sabris.
Sabris. But depending on the lore, he's dead. So
Ark.
Hi.
I posted a picture in the Nytherbane chat. It's totally the class that I'm playing. Yep.
Nope.
Look, man, you gotta take the murder out of murder, hobo. Just hobo. That's where life is at right now.
Your character
Can't do
starts saying Hodor over and over again, we're gonna have problems.
this. Can't do
How
this.
many D&D campaigns have you run in your entire life?
So me?
Yeah.
This one twice.
Not this specific one twice, but I mean in general, how many campaigns have you run?
2.
Oh, you've
Well,
only run
3.
2 campaigns?
3. Yeah. But
Alright.
one was like an open world, like really long one.
I found a picture of what the next boss is gonna be.
Is it a cat?
No, something a lot more terrifying.
Ark's travel form?
Mm-hmm. I'm okay with Warpleteer.
Alright, let's go to bed then.
Crap on a stick.
All right. Good night.
Night
Good night,
all.
guys.
Come on.
I'm gonna watch Journey Quest now. I'm sure I've seen this
Enjoy.
before.
Yes, my corruption spread. Alright. I'm gonna go clean up and then go to bed.
Good night.
Good night.
I'm trying so hard not to die.
Don't die.
I'm trying.
Nytherbane, Chiltar, Progress 1. There we go.
Fuck my ladder. Oh my god. Damn it, I suddenly can't find the fucking thing. Where the fuck are you? Oh my gosh. This hopefully. Hopefully.
For over 75 years, people have saved money with Geico. Sorry.
From the top.
For over 75 years...
Keep it together.
What are you doing there? Stop making me
Geico,
laugh.
saving people money for over 75 years.
So with the announcement of Phase 4, I think it's about time we do as we did back when Phase 3 was announced and take a look at what to invest in for the next phase. Just like my Phase 4 video, we'll take a look at items that will rise in value and demand in Phase 5, we'll take a look at different recipes and where we can obtain them from, and just think about any items in general that can go up in price with the arrival of Phase 5 and the Entourage raid. I choose to make these videos when the previous phase is announced because right now, 99% of people are focused on Phase 4 items and investing in those, So the price of Phase 5 items might actually be lower than usual right now, making this the perfect time to invest in exactly those items. We're also just trying to avoid the hype phase, because whenever the phase is announced, the items needed in that phase skyrocket because everyone will start panicking and buying left, right and center. As always, the earlier you invest, the more gold you make, so invest now if you haven't already done so. Before we get into the Phase 5 investments themselves, I'd just like to shout out my Discord server, where we have a great community built around Classic WoW with a focus on gold making, through investing, flipping and gold farming. I am also hosting a WoW token giveaway over there right now. I'll leave the giveaway going for roughly 2 weeks, so everyone has a fair chance of entering in time, but if you're watching this video more than 2 weeks after it's been uploaded, don't worry, I'll host more giveaways soon as well. So if you want free game time and to be a part of an awesome community, join my Discord server through the link in the description. I have also decided to set up a Patreon for those of you who want to show some extra support to me as a creator, while also taking that extra step to learn even more about making gold. I will use this Patreon to give out gold making secrets and strategies that I have developed, as well as giving out any gold making secrets or lucrative gold farms the second I find them, to give back to those who actually decide to take that extra step and become a patron. Being a patron of any tier will also give you access to a VIP Discord server, where I will let people know what I do to make gold on a weekly basis, both in Classic and in retail. So if you want to stay up to date and be ahead of the curve when it comes to gold farms and investments, it's definitely worth checking out my Patreon. This is absolutely not something you have to do, it's purely optional, and I will continue uploading gold farms and investment videos for free as well, but I do not talk about everything publicly on this channel, as that would ruin the investment and flipping game. It also takes some time to actually make videos about gold farms and investments that are popular, so what I'm gonna do is I'll let my Patreon community know about them the second I find them, then make videos on them, giving my Patreon community a day or two advantage. So with Phase 5 we get access to Ankh-Raj, as well as all of the events surrounding it, like the opening of the gates of Ankh-Raj, and the questline to obtain the elusive Scarab Lord and the legendary mount. We also get access to new recipes that drop directly from the raid. Many of these offer best in slot enchants from many different classes, and will therefore also make certain materials even more in demand than they were before. On top of that, we also get the Ankh-Raj war effort, as well, where the entire server has to work together to turn in resources to start the event. This could be a potential gold mine if you invest in the correct items, and most of the items might yield huge profit when you look at it percentage-wise, but you'll have to invest in such a huge quantity that the actual gold you'll make will be much smaller. You might be looking at a 3000% profit, while only making a couple of hundred gold. And you'll also need a lot of characters to hold all of the materials if you invest in the lowest costing ones. We'll cover which materials are needed for the war effort later in this video. First off, let's take a look at the recipes you can obtain from this raid. First off, you have 5 different glove enchants: Shadow Power, Fire Power, Frost Power, Healing Power, and Superior Agility. Pretty much all of these are best in slot for their respective class. You can see exactly which materials are used in each enchant on the screen right now. All of them require 3 Nexus Crystals as well as 8 to 10 large brilliant shards. Additionally, they require a third material, which is Essence of Air for the Agility enchant, Essence of Undeath for Shadow Power, Essence of Water for Frost Power, Essence of Fire for Fire Power, and Righteous Orb for Healing Power. You also have 2 different cloak enchants, Dodge and Stealth. They both require Nexus Crystals and large brilliant shards just like the glove enchants, plus a third material. For Dodge, the third material is Guardian Stone, while for Stealth, the third material is Black Lotus. Pretty expensive, but also very good enchants to have. Most of these materials, especially Nexus Crystals and large brilliant shards, are already quite expensive, as they have already seen one of their spikes in price, as well as some of the other materials like Black Lotus and different essences as well, are also quite high. However, there is a possibility that some of these will become even more expensive in Phase 5, especially the Essence of Undeath, Essence of Water, and Essence of Fire, plus maybe the Righteous Orb, as they are used in very good glove enchants for casters and healers. Essence of Air might also see an increase in price because of the glove enchant. Another thing that I think a lot of people are excited for in Phase 5 is the opportunity to obtain the elusive Scarab Lord on the only legendary mount in the game. And along with that opportunity, there's an opportunity for gold makers as well. You see, to complete the Scarab Lord, you'll have to go through a series of quests, and some of those quests include obtaining and handing in certain items, most of which are tradable and allows us investors to potentially make huge amounts of gold. So I've taken it upon myself to steal this shopping list from the Wowhead's Guide to Scarab Lord, so you can see which items to invest in and sell in Phase 5 to take advantage of the Scarab Lord hype. On this list you have 20 Goblin Rocket Fuel, 20 Deep Rock Salt, 20 Arcanite Bars, 10 Elementium Ore, 10 Acerothian Diamonds, and 10 Blue Sapphires. Now I'm not saying that you should invest in all of these, or any of them for that matter, since which item to invest in will vary depending on your server status and population. In most cases, a server with huge amounts of raiding guilds, the price of Arcanite Bars and Elementium ores will already be sky high, while on roleplay servers or low populated servers the prices may be way lower. Me personally, I am probably going to invest in Acerothian Diamonds and Blue Sapphires, and I'm probably going to buy between 100 and 200 of each, and see how that goes, as it all depends on how many people actually go for Scarab Lord, and how many people plan their investments in advance. And thanks to YouTube videos like this one, so many people have the opportunity to invest early, and that may backfire. So I think it's about time we talk about the Ahn'Qiraj war effort, as this is where the big boy money can be earned. There are so many different items to invest in here, some of which can yield great profit, others hardly any profit at all. I will go through all of the items, including which ones I personally will be investing in a little bit. But first off, let's look at the basics of what the war effort is and why it can yield so much gold. The war effort is an event where the entire server needs to hand in a certain number of different materials in order to progress to the next stage of the event, which is the opening of the gates of Ahn'Qiraj. There are many different materials to be handed in. Some are the same for both factions, while other materials are faction specific. So there's pretty much 3 different types of materials. You have general materials, alliance materials, and horde materials. You turn in these materials for a supply chest and signets. The supply chest will yield a random green item from the same level bracket as the item you turned in. For example, turning in copper bars will give you a green item around level 10, while turning in thorium bars will give you a green item around level 50. Additionally, the signets you obtain from the turn-ins can also be turned in for another supply chest, and the more signets you turn in, the higher level the supply chest will be, giving you a higher level green item. Every material used in the AQ war effort should increase at least a little bit in price, as whoever turns them in can get some gold back from the supply chest, plus some reputation towards major cities through the signets, or even more green items as well from the signets. One signet gives 5 reputation towards a city where you hand them in. You get different amounts of signets based on which material you turn into the war effort, but the first turn-in of each item always yields 10 signets, so this is where having several level 60 characters actually comes in handy. Prices will standardize so it's cheaper than Runecloth hand-ins for reputation, so some items that have previously been useless might see a huge increase in demand and value, like Spotted Yellowtail, Rainbow Fin Albacore, or Heavy Leather. You also have Mage Weave Bandages, which gives 7 signets per hand-in for Horde, and Silk Bandages, which gives 5 signets per hand-in for Alliance. These are the numbers for subsequent turn-ins, by the way, since the first turn-in always gives 10 signets like I said earlier, All of this being said, some items might not see an increase in price at all because it's already in pretty high demand, like thorium bars for example, but I do think mostly all items will increase in price simply due to the sheer amount of materials needed for this event. The demand will be absolutely massive. Personally, I will mostly invest in silky bandages since those are already cheap, and will also give some vendor value back if it fails, as well as the useless fish like spotted yellowtail or rainbow fin albacore. Additionally, I will buy some extra purple lotus since those are hella cheap, and I will also look into buying some copper bars, light leather, medium leather, and maybe even make some linen bandages. I will probably use them all for 3 turn-ins myself, as I believe I will have 3 level 60 characters when this event begins, so I can do 3 of each turn-in for 10 signets each, which I will then use on the supply chest for even more green items to either vendor or disenchant, or auction them if I get lucky on the stats. I do believe that most of these will go up in value either way, simply because they are so cheap right now anyway. But the amount of profit I'll make on each item might be very small, so I'll need to buy them in huge quantities and I'll have to sell them in huge quantities. I might only make a gold or 2 per stack, if I even make that much, so I'll need to utilize all of the bag space and the bag space I have. Additionally, I will probably utilize the mailbox as well, so I can just have that little bit of extra bag space in my mailbox. Additional hidden gems to invest in for Phase 5 is large and huge venom sacs, as they are used in powerful anti-venom made with first aid and elixir of poison resistance made with alchemy. These are very powerful in Ankh-Ranch and will likely be used by most raiding guilds, especially the serious ones. Sandworm meat can also see a potential spike in price due to the strength food that is available in Silithus, as well as elemental earth as it's used in crafting the greater nature resistance potions, which will be in high demand for certain bosses inside the raid. For a list of some nature resist items you can obtain for certain classes, check out my Phase 4 investment video where I cover a couple of items with nature resist on them that you can actually craft or sell. On top of all of this, Ankh-Ranch and Naxxramas is also when people will start using and maybe even requiring flasks for raids, so I speculate that prices of flasks and Black Lotus can go up a slight amount, but this all depends on what the top raiding guilds decide to do, as well as how many flasks and Black Lotus they already have stockpiled, so again, it's all supply versus demand. So there it is, my Phase 5 investment video. I hope you got something from the video and hopefully it made you aware of possible investments that you maybe didn't know about before watching this video. My goal with these videos is always to help you guys make as much gold as possible, and the fact is that the information is already out there, so if people want to know how to make gold in Classic, they can always find that information on Reddit, Wowhead, forums, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, all of these platforms. I am just trying to make it simpler to acquire the information needed and put it all in one place. I hope I earned your thumbs up on this video, and please leave a comment down below what items you are investing in or planning to invest in for Phase 5. If you want to join the gold making community we have over on Discord, then you can do so through the link in the description as well. And if you want to see more videos like this one, you can always subscribe to my channel, but make sure you also click that bell button so you don't miss any of my uploads. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
I am so glad we did this.
I can't believe we're actually here.
Some caviar?
Why not?
To us.
Useless might seem
Ah!